Morning, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. It is another beautiful day here in Washington State. Gorgeous conditions. Feels fishy. Overcast. Probably like 58 if I had to guess. So, nice conditions. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been out fishing. Just haven't had the opportunity to do so. So, yeah, it's good to be out here. Got the Civic back in action and everything like that. So, got the yak loaded up, ready to roll. We are at my local lake, if you didn't recognize the boat launch. But yeah, I'm here. First one here. It's always a good feeling being the first one at the boat launch. Already seeing fish surface. Sweet. Yeah, I haven't been here in probably like, I don't know, 3 weeks, something like that. So this lake changes rapidly. Just the lily pad growth and everything like that transforms the lake week to week. So yeah, I'm out here rocking out to some Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters' first album. Let's get on the water. Gotta love that moment when you first push off. So, I guess we're gonna work the lake how I usually work the lake, which is... Oh, forgot a hat this morning, which is clockwise. Ooh, the water's warm. The water's really warm. They're probably way post-spawn by now. Wow, it's like a bathtub out here today, y'all. First one of the day isn't a giant. There he goes. Hey guys, off the water and headed home now. Made a lap and a half around the lake, probably put a couple hours in. That's all I really had time for this morning. Yeah, pretty lame session to be honest. Like I said, made 1.5 laps around the lake and only caught that one big bass. I was focusing mainly on the Texas rig this time. I haven't thrown the T-rig like hardly at all in the past year. So it was good throwing it, and you know, it's always fun throwing a bait caster around, so that Shimano SLX is still such a good reel for the money. Anyways, figured I'd make this into a vlog. Like I said, I got some stuff I got to do around the property. Yesterday I managed to get just about all the yard work done around the property. Got the yard cut, got the weeds whacked, got some weed killer sprayed, and yeah, the property's actually looking pretty good right now. Alright guys, I'll see you when we get back home. Alright, last time we talked I was driving actually on the same road, I think. Just in the Civic, and I had just finished up a fishing session. So yeah, it's like 2 days later, 3 days later, 2 days later, something like that. And yeah, it's just been a busy week so far. So I just left, well, it doesn't matter. I'm out doing errands. So it is Thursday afternoon as I'm filming this. I'm riding around the Mustang on this beautiful, beautiful day, and thought I'd bring the camera along with and sort of round out this video and turn it into something, I guess. So yeah, I'm just out taking care of a couple things, picking up a couple things. Anyways, I'm driving back into town. This is considered Kingston, I guess, this whole area. Right over my left. Over my left shoulder is our grocery store that essentially this whole area of North Kitsap shares, so it stays busy to say the least. An idiot, why did I do this? I'm driving right back into construction. I don't know, I blame it on the camera. I turned the camera on and my whole plan went to shit. Anyways, I'm out and about. Thought I'd just come on here and blab a little bit and tell you just kind of how things are going and what I got coming up. So if you follow my Instagram, I made a post a couple days ago, a few days ago now, about wanting to get out and do some camping this weekend. Don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. Probably going to have to push that to next weekend. I just find myself with less and less time lately with the current situation I got going on. So anyways, I've been really wanting to get that ESEE PR4 out and beat on it and start a fire with it and, you know, do what you're supposed to do with an ESEE. That'll come. This next camping trip that happens, that will happen. Man, if I had it my way, guys, if I had it my way, I would, I'm just gonna skip the construction. I got a back way I can go up. It's actually really fun to drive. Anyways, if I had it my way, I'd be out every single weekend camping. But it just hasn't worked out like that this summer. And that's a bummer. I really had high hopes for this summer. It's just been a busy one. That's just all there is to it. So yeah, besides that, I had a little revelation. Revelation or realization? Realization, that's the word I want. I had a little realization about the Leatherman signal. For some reason, I thought I could EDC that thing. No chance. It's just not set up for it at all. I tried for like a good 3 weeks until I finally sort of came to my senses, and I was like, yeah, it's just not gonna work. It's not what it's designed for. It's not what it was designed for. It's not what it's built for. It's made for, you know, a dedicated task, a dedicated purpose, being camping, survival, that kind of situation. So when I was out east in Eastern Washington just last week, I believe that was, I got to put my hands on the Leatherman Free P2, which is kind of what I sort of had my eye on. It was sort of between that and the Skeletal, but after handling the P2, it's the P2. That's the next multi-tool I'm going to buy. It's got everything I want, where I want it, and it's coming in at a similar price point as the Signal at 130 bucks. So 139 bucks, I should say. So I'm going to go into my local REI when I get a free moment. I probably could have done that today, but we'll save it for another day and see what they have. I am now making a left-hand turn. I know this means nothing to any of you guys. To sort of the back way to my house. There's a hatchery we pass. A salmon hatchery. It's supposed to be in the mid to high 70s today, which is about on par with what it has been lately. It's been an extraordinarily mild summer compared to what we have had. You know, it's only the end of June. We're knocking on July's door, but here's my turn. Here's where the road gets fun. But yeah. Anyways, enough talking. Maybe I can get the camera pointed around in a good direction. Let's see. Hopefully you guys are getting a decent view of that. I know there's a bit of the dash in the way, but I think you got the idea. They're building a massive development. They're probably only like 15 houses deep, but there's a planned like 600 homes, and it's really going to change this whole area once you get that many more people driving around and stuff like that. In fact, they just put in, they're working on it today, a brand new stoplight in a very, very shitty place. Just it's gonna do more, it's gonna serve more to bottle up traffic than anything. And you know, nobody got a say in it. It was just sort of something that was done overnight, and it's kind of shady and kind of shitty, but it kind of seems like that's the way that this local governing body likes to do business. Well, Washington in general. So I'm not recording on the GoPro, as you could probably tell, and I think I mentioned earlier. Filming on my big camera. I call it my big camera, but it's just like a size of a Sony Handycam, except it's Canon. It's a pretty good little camera. It's done the channel well. But anyways, I've got that mounted on this really badass suction cup mount arm deal. It's really heavy duty, and it tends to do a decent job of keeping this camera still. Can't really help with things like that. When it comes down to it, this is a When it comes down to it, this is a Mustang, and it rides like a Mustang. Not the best. Let's just put it that way. I've learned to love this car, but that is one thing it just does not do well, is it does not ride very well, especially on these back roads. All right, y'all, I'm a few minutes from home, so I'll just see you when I get there. Guys, it is later in the evening. It is 7:30 right now, and I'm headed north to a little beach I know. One of my favorite little beaches to get to. You got to hike in. It's not really a hike. It's more of just a walk. But it's like a quarter mile from the road, so it keeps it kind of keeps the crowds down, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna go stop by the little shop downtown here in Kingston. Yeah, I got my camera stuff with me, and we'll just go out to the beach, watch the sunset a little bit, so it should be a good time. Stay tuned. We are on our way, secured the goods, and we are headed north toward Foulweather Bluff. We've been there together multiple times now on the channel. It's one of my favorite little beaches, like I said earlier. So yeah, hopefully it's not too crowded. There's plenty of beach though. There's plenty of beach to spread out, so it's no big deal. Alright, I'll see you when we get close. Alright guys, we're here. Well, we're at the parking lot. Well, I don't know if you call it a parking lot, more like a pull-off. On the side of the road. I can already smell the salt water from here. So, let me get my stuff all ready, and then we'll get to hiking. Alright, we're here. One other group of people here. Up the beach that way. Figured I'll go the opposite way. So you can probably hardly see, but there's a mountain range that runs like this. Those are the Olympics. And there's a bridge right there, a big old floating bridge, partially floating bridge, called the Hood Canal Bridge. That's this body of water that we're looking at right now, is the Hood Canal. Anyways, yeah, that's the bridge that goes across it to the Olympic Peninsula and connects true western Washington to the rest of the state. So pretty cool. All kinds of little birds, but you know, as many times as I've been out here, I've never seen eagles, so maybe it's just not their scene. We'll get down there to where the sunshine is shining, start taking some pictures. Alright guys, I've been hanging out here for maybe, I don't know, an hour and a half, something like that. Sun's well on its way down. And yeah, I'm going to hit the grocery store on the way home, pick up some dinner, and I think I'm going to wrap this video up. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for the continued support on the channel. Thanks for sticking with it and staying tuned. See you in the next one.